Hello Internet, Magic Man here from MMOBomb.com, bringing you another first look video. This time it's for Kritika, or Kritika, I've heard it pronounced both ways, online. Finally coming out in the West here through a partnership between All-M and Masse Entertainment of Terra Online fame. We're going to spend some time in the game checking it out, giving you my first impressions of it, and taking you through some of the options. And right now, closed beta just started. We do have, as of this recording, some keys to give away on the website at MMOBomb.com if you'd like to jump into closed beta and get yourself a pet while you're at it. There's also more keys coming on that giveaway if we're out sometime next week, so keep your eyeballs peeled there. Of course, you could also buy a Founders Pack, which comes with Elite status for a while and a bunch of extras, depending on which Founders Pack you buy. So we're going to create a character first. I have a warrior that I've leveled up to level 7, almost level 8, but just in the interest of showing you everything, let's create a character. Come on, I got all these slots here. Create character down here. If you're not familiar with Kritika, I'm a warrior. Good for you. It's an instance-based action combat MMO grouping up party type game, similar in the vein to something like C9, Continent of the Ninth Seal, Dragon Nest, that type of game, where you're going to run the same things, same little instances over and over and over again. You have absolute control of your character, not to be confused with the mobile version of this game, where it was kind of an auto-play type thing. Totally different in this case. But you'll be doing these little instances over, doing quests in these instances, maybe doing them at higher difficulty levels, easy, hard, insane, those types of things, and going for your A, B, S ranks, that type of stuff, while picking up loot, enhancing your gear through scavenging different pieces of gear. You know it. If you've played this type of game, you know what you're getting into. So you've got 4 classes to choose from: your warrior, your rogue, and it gives you a combat rating, difficulty rating, and survival rating right off of it, as well as you can hear a little video playing in the background there. At level 15, you can take that class a step further and break it into one of 3 different subclasses, each with its own kind of specialty on the diagram. So if you were a rogue, you could take it into Cat's Paw, Assassin, or Wolf Guardian. Of course, we could be a gun mage. Pretty self-explanatory on what that does. We are gun and magic. Again, subclasses: Frost Mage, Shadow Mage, and Warp Mage. And then finally the Reaper, who...
I was summoned from Paramagia.
Damn! Well, yeah. How you doing? Anyway, subclasses Vamp and Valkyrie. A pretty wide skew on those stats there. Now, you're not going to get to pick any genders here. Those are gender locked, but there is some customization. So, for the sake of argument, we'll jump in as the Reaper. We would name her Nadellia. We'll give it Nadelia. And then we can customize this a little bit. It's not a great customization tool, but hey, she's happy the way she is, I guess. So, a few different hairstyles to pick from. Not many. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hairstyles to choose from, and then go ahead and give that a color. Of course, you can randomize everything if you wanted to. Face, again, some preset options. Not many. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then eye color and skin tone. Chest, this just colors the gear there. That was a bit confusing for a second. Wait. Color of the chest? Legs and hands and feet, you're coloring your gear, both color 1 and color 2. So if you're like I am, you really don't care because you can't change too much of the base model to begin with, just go ahead and click random until you find one you like. Yeah, that'll do just fine. We'll create the character and jump into the game with our level 1 Reaper, and we'll switch over to the warrior in a few minutes just so you can see a basic idea there. I'm going to skip the video just to save time and not force you to watch cutscenes for a game you may end up playing anyway. Your primary controls: WASD movement, spacebar is your jump, shift does a little dashy type thing, which you'll notice has a little cooldown to get out of the way. There are two different control schemes in here. Both are keyboard mouse. There is no native controller support, and that is not planned for launch. However, on the forums, one of the community managers is partial to playing with a controller, and so they're looking at maybe posting some guides at how to get controller support, but again, it's not going to be native. Notice I have my abilities hotkeyed at 1, 2, 3, and 4 below. If I tap control, I get a mouse cursor so we can go ahead and see what each of these abilities do. But you are going to get the whole point of the game. It's combo shit like mad, kill things as fast as you can, complete quests so that you can get the best treasure. So we'll jump over to log, left mouse button is our kind of basic attack, and just repeated tapping will knock things down. When that right mouse button icon appears, you can take advantage of some enemies being laid out on their back. We'll go to the next little zone on the map. Take a look at the map in the upper right-hand corner. You can see this map is made of 3 different zones. So we've got to clear out everything in this field here to pop into the next zone, where you see a boss icon in that upper right-hand corner. So we'll be taking on a boss. Now, right now, I am just using my regular left mouse button attack, just to show you. And now it's going to teach me how to combo some things. So 4-4 is a combo. And 2, 1, 3, 4. For some reason, 1 didn't trigger there. Maybe I missed it on the old Naga mouse. We'll try it in the boss fight. Up at the top of the screen, you see the life bar. Very typical in this type of game where it's a bar that's filled multiple times. Even in Terra itself, the bar can be filled multiple times and take it all the way down. All right, boss fight. On the right-hand side, you see my quests. Obviously, I only have the 1 right now, the kind of tutorial quest. All right, we'll get the hell out of here. Let that AoE go off, and then we'll come in with 2, 1, 3, 4. Smack the boss around. 13 bars of health. 12, 11, 10. Hit him with a little 4-4 action. How about a little 2, 1, 3, 4 again. Seems to be a very effective combo. Obviously, the chains and the scores ticking up right in the kind of just down right center of the screen. Pick up my fat loots with the F key. Now I got double S on that, so I can pick a prize. All very familiar, reminiscent of games like, as I mentioned before, Dragon Nest. I have my health on the left and my MP on the right. Certain abilities have an MP cost. In matches or in dungeons, I do have sometimes ability to pick up items. Let's spend some skill points since we've already got some to spend. We'll go ahead and learn Sinister Pulse. And it gives you a breakdown of that skill, how it's used, attack power, PvP info, all the good stuff that you want to do. You can pick to look at the guide, but you can't pick those advanced classes until you're level 15 anyway. So we're going to go ahead and skip the guide. We'll escape out of that. Top center of the screen tells me hit F1 at the end of the instance to repair. It'll cost me 1 gold. We'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and hit F3 to jump back to town. This is where we're going to go and, you know, identify any pieces of gear that we've won. Oh, that's right. We got to do this quest first. Whoops. When we get back to town, that's where we're going to identify gear. Pick up this quest. Ignore the story right now. That's where we'll identify gear, you know, equip things that we want to equip to upgrade all of our particular gear. Go ahead and either sell or scavenge things that we're not going to use so that we can get materials for enhancements and gemming and further upgrading of our own gear through their game's crafting system. So all very familiar stuff. And I will tell you that the combat is very, very fluid. It does feel good. But you've got to like this type of game, right? Because you're going to do the same things over and over and over and over again. You'll run the same 3 sections of map or 8 sections of map if you're on one of the higher level maps. You're going to run those same things over and over again, maybe provided with a party versus solo or at a higher difficulty level to increase your rewards, to try and get a higher ranking on hard or insane modes. And up the prizes, but Just like C9 and other games, you're going to be doing the same things an awful lot. Progressing the story and moving the quests. There are, in fact, my warrior is at a period right now where there are no quests. Besides, hey, get to level 8. And so you will find yourself just running these things once or twice, upping the difficulty, not just to get, hopefully, some better gear or some better items. Ooh. All right, hit him. But also just for a little bit of experience to push yourself to the next. Wow, what is? Look at that poor. He was just sliding around on his ass, getting wrecked. The Reaper feels really solid. I like the Reaper so far. Bottom center of the screen, you can see I'm level 3, working my way to the halfway point of level 4. So we've got some time. We got some quests. What a Boar is ready to turn in, since you don't see any objective under that quest on the right-hand side of my screen. Follow that Titan. Not quite ready for turn in yet. Looks like we got to take on a boss, which is in the next screen. All right, so let's address the question you probably have if you're familiar with these. Man, these guys are still alive? If you're familiar with these types of games. These types of games, depending on the publisher, since it is free to play and all that, usually have or can have some type of fatigue system, right? Where you can only do this so many times per day. Before you either have to buy an item, find an item in-game, or just wait until tomorrow until your points come back online. And in the Eastern version of this game, again, it's been out for a while in other regions of the world. It's just now coming to the United States here. That is absolutely a fact. There is a fatigue system in the game. And there is one here, too, but Masse Entertainment has worked with the game's developers to kind of change the way it works in the Western version of the game here. Get out of the way. Get out of the way of that charge. Back attacks obviously doing extra damage. So as soon as we complete this and get to town, I'll show you the differences. It is a fatigue system, but you're not going to get locked out of dungeons if you run too many in a day or whatever like that. You may get yourself locked out of certain special dungeons, or they call them danger zones. Danger zone! Sorry, Archer flashbacks. You may get yourself locked out of danger zones that are typically used for farming or special events or things like that by being out of playing points, but you'll still be able to go into the regular danger zones like the one we're in right now. Let's repair gear. We'll head back to town, skip the cutscene, and show you the points that you have to take a look at. Wolf Guardian. All right. Gained access to a couple new danger zones to go look at. Let's move away from the portal here. This is our little town hub, and you'll have multiple little town hubs, too, that you'll be bouncing around in. So take a look right here, RP, rest points. I have 294 out of 300. Now, the way Masse and team have kind of negotiated this out is that even if you're at 0, you can still run typical danger zones. Again, you might be locked out of some farming or some special zones, but most danger zones you'll still be able to run. But you'll only get 100% of the rewards. In other words, the rewards and experience that you were entitled to by running that particular difficulty, that particular danger zone. If you have 200, anywhere from 1 to 200 points, you get 500% of the rewards, and 201 to 300, you get 1,000% of the rewards. So there are huge benefits. I mean, 10 times the benefits between 0 and 201. So you do want to keep your rest points high, so that you get the extra rewards that applied from Danger Zone, Clearance Experience, Monster Experience, Item Drop Rate, Gold Drop Rate. You're going to need gold so that you can unseal and identify gear that you pick up and scavenge, and for lots of other things, obviously. This only applies to Danger Zones that actually cost rest points, and you use rest points every time you enter a Danger Zone. Not only that, you don't just use it when you enter a danger zone. You also use 1 point when you go from room to room inside that danger zone. But if you're in the middle of a danger zone and you drop to 0, you'll still be able to finish that. And unlike some Eastern versions of this game, you could still queue up for other danger zones. So I like the way they've changed this. The fatigue system is definitely still there, but you don't get locked out of playing anything. There is an incentive, obviously, to want to keep your rest points as high as possible. And, of course, there are ways to do that. Let's take a look at the... where's my little... What's going on? My connection's not that great. No wonder we had a blip or two of... Here's the elite performance. So VIP membership gets you monster XP bonus, extra rest points, bonus resurrection stones, which you get 2 per day anyway. That'll let you resurrect on the spot if you die in a danger zone. Additional danger zone clearance rewards, all kinds of extra stuff for your elite membership. How much does elite membership cost you? I believe, off the top of my head, and we want to take this since we...
Secure the tower. Then we'll move on.
All right, we'll pick up a normal quest, as indicated by yellow. We'll pick up the purple quest, which is our main storyline quest. We'll pick them both up. We'll go over here, turn this quest in here. All right, turn this one in. Oh, I'm sorry, pick this one up. Turn this one in. All right, so some experience and some gold for me. Now, over on the right, you see that I have 3 quests, all in Roshan Gorge, so that will be the next little instance that we'll be running. Where is... it doesn't show me here. Wait, is there Elite? There's the Founders Packs. Cred is another currency in the game. I haven't figured out if you can accrue cred through playing the game or not yet. I haven't been awarded any, but again, I'm only like level 7 or 8, so cred can be purchased here. And then most of the items that I'm seeing are different bundles with cosmetics as far as your costumes, different consumables. So you got cred here. Wow, lots of cred. Lots and lots of cred. So you can buy EMP points. Remember, if you buy in the basic set, it's a penny a point for NMOS points. You get discounts if you buy in bulk. So 10 bucks will get you 1,000 EMP points. So for a bundle of cred, 10,000 cred. Looks like the conversion rate from cred to EMP points is also 1-to-1, netting you 10,000 there. Costumes, big part of the game. Costumes, 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 and pets. So lots of non-game enhancing items in the store. As far as your skill points, this is a big question I've seen on the forums as well. Let's go ahead and rank all these up. I'm not going to be able to do all of them, but we can do some of them. So save this. All skill points will be refunded during your class change, so we'll get those back when we hit level 15 to go ahead and redo that if we want to, since we're going to be picking some type of advanced class. Now, I wanted to take a look at the store at the consumables because I was seeing on the forums lots of questions. Potion of Bigger Wham increases damage by 10% for 3 hours. I would assume that some of these are PvE only, since the game does have a PvP aspect to it, an arena aspect, but you've got to get to level 60 to get it. Randomly recalculates the attributes on an item. Where is... Is there an item? There's a 30-day elite voucher. I don't see gem fusion coupons, so that's part of putting gems in your gear. Is this it? Unbinds equipment. Nope. 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 I haven't seen how to redo your skills in case you don't like the way you've spent points before. And I would have thought that that would have been in consumables, but I don't know. Also, you've got the costume dye shop, so you can go ahead and select any gear that you have and put on and dye it different colors. Points cost to do that as well. So lots and lots and lots of cosmetic things to do in the game. Let's hit I, go to my inventory. We've got a lot of items here, so let's throw some on. Oh, this one isn't identified, so we'll give it the old right click. See that it costs 100 gold. I've got 702. We'll identify that so that we see all the appraised stats on it. And that is for a warrior. All right, so this is for a reaper. We'll go ahead and equip that. That is, looks like a decrease in attack, but an increase in attack speed. We don't have a headpiece on. We do have a chest piece on. Both of these are the same thing, and they are a downgrade. That's a downgrade. We don't have gloves, so we'll put that on. That's the same headpiece that I already have on. Yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and increase the attack speed a little bit. Here's my resurrection stones. Every day I get 3. Again, if you're elite, you get 5. And I'm going to go and use the salvage machine here, even though there's a quest later that shows you how to do this. And I'm going to throw all these things in here and get myself some basic materials. Cost me 7 gold to salvage that, and I get some critium shards, a miracle metal with many uses, and a couple of the green ones, so that's cool. We'll take those. And we will head back out. We're going to Roshan Gorge this time, which is right here. Some of these I don't have permission to enter yet because I'm not strong enough. Obviously, you see that I don't have any difficulty settings on it either yet. So we're going to jump to our warrior so that you can see some of the options that start opening up. So we're going to go to character select. Voice acting definitely leaves something to be desired. We're going to enter the game as our warrior. I'm in a different hub town here. I've moved out of that first little town area, so we're in a totally different zone. Yep, I can change my class, my advanced class in 8 levels. I know. And notice that I have a quest right now that is just to reach level 8, and I am so damn close. So let's just head over to a danger zone. Notice I've got a few more abilities as the warrior just because I've leveled up and spent points. Now, I don't have permission to enter these zones yet. I'm only available to go to, it's only available to go to Thorel Perimeter and Thorel Ruins, but I also have the ability to select a difficulty. Insane difficulty is going to be tough for me, and I'll show you one thing here. It will still let you go in here. The party leader is the person that picks where you're going to go, by the way. It will still let you in here. You can ignore this recommendation, but it shows you my combat rating, which is based on my stats and gear, and what they recommend the combat rating to be. So if I hit I and head to my inventory page to look at my gear, you can see my combat rating, which reflects damage, attack speed, crit chance, and crit damage, is only 348. My survival rating, which is all of my defensive stats, are at 1020. Now, there are titles in the game that when you earn a title will give you various stat bonuses as well. So it's not just about your gear. Emblems can do the same thing. So there's lots of ways to skew your stats in a direction that you want to go. Expanding your inventory costs money, at least so far. I have not found an item in the game that does it. That is not to say that there aren't freebie, one-off quest rewards that will allow you to expand your inventory, but I've got to wait till level 20 to do it the first time anyway. Same thing with your warehouse or your vault, your storage. There's expansion here as well, but I don't have the ability to do that.
Will there be anything else?
The game does feature also other things. Here's soul gems for your gear. Does feature bulletin boards for special challenges right over here in this particular town, so you can get special challenges. Merchants, weapons merchant, enhancing anvil to upgrade your gear. Again, you're going to need materials to do that. Maybe some cash shop items might make that easier, as we already saw when we were flipping through. But everything that you would expect for this type of game is here. So we're going to go to Thorel Ruins on hard. And that'll definitely level us. And what we'll do first is just to show you how the points work. Is we'll hit control, and right now I am at 257. Upon entering this, I'm at 257. Notice that there are multiple rooms connecting to a boss here. So I don't have any quests here, otherwise you would see question marks indicating I have a quest in one of these little segments. This is just running it because the only quest I have is to, avoid the AoEs. The only quest I have right now is, of course, get my ass to level 8. Which is what we'll do here. And we'll throw these guys up against that wall and take out the doggies. So my hotkeys are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Z and X. So you'll be playing with buttons below the WASD movement. I love the warrior's right-click mouse ability when somebody's fallen onto their back. And that should... Oh, I thought you were dead. And there we go. Portal's active. Again, what are we at? 257. And if I understand this right, I should now be at, yes, 256. So as soon as you zone through into the dungeon and then zone into each consecutive room, those are going to cost you points as well. But again, hey, there we go, level 8. You aren't blocked from doing the normal danger zone stuff. So you know, it's a fatigue system, but I've seen a lot worse as far as fatigue systems go. Get the hell out of here. Back you guys up, and we'll go and take all of you guys out at once with combos. Now, I have noticed so far, and again, level 7, level 8. Oh, let's pick those up. Level 7, level 8, that even playing on hard little lag spike there, even playing on hard difficulty, I haven't had, obviously, any really big challenge with the mobs themselves, the trash mobs on the way to the boss. But I did notice that the boss themselves, as far as mechanics, abilities, strength, life, they changed quite a bit. In fact, the first death I got playing this game was because I was not ready for that. Based on how easy the trash was, even on hard, I figured, oh, okay, you know, it's early in the game. Even on hard mode, this stuff's gonna be easy as balls. No, it wasn't. The boss caught me totally by surprise and nuked me, and that's how I learned about resurrection stones. So I used one, spawned right on at the spot that I died, and then went ahead and paid attention to the additional mechanics and things that the boss was using, and killed the boss. So you'll see when we get there. We're going to stay out of Warbot's little circle for now. Alright, we're going to dash in and try to interrupt him here. There we go. Knocked him on his ass. That shift dash does have a little bit of a cooldown timer. You can see it right after I do it above my hotbar. It takes about a 2 to 3 second cooldown on it. Alright, pick up the money. Hey, I love when you guys stand together. Thanks so much. Makes my job a lot easier. Get that gun off me. And we'll just give him a little divey dive with the big sword. And we're not going to go to the extra room. I don't want to lose the point for no reason. But, you know, hey, treasures and fun stuff like that, so you may want to... It's your decision. Get out of the AoE. And nope, you're not going to dash into my face like that. Oh, but he did turn around and just punch me right in my mug. Let's hit F1 to use a health potion, since we're taking a little bit of a beating right off the bat there. Can't get a chance to start a combo and knock him on his ass. Damn it. Alright, let's go ahead and use the resurrection stone.
I'm not done yet.
We'll stay out of that. No! Damn it. Get up. Alright, here we go. Seriously now. Do this. I'm just standing here taking a beating. Alright. Let's play the way we're supposed to. Actually play defense. Counterattack when the opportunity is given. Oh, now he's pissed. Run. Oh, get out of that. Notice there is a defensive meter above, or I'm sorry, below his health as well. So you gotta kind of knock that down too, and that's your chance to really start inflicting some damage while that is recovering. And we got that. Goodbye. All right, so we died once, but hey, B, I'll take it. It was less than stellar, but I'll take it. And we'll F1 to repair, F3 to go back to town. Now that I'm level 8, I can pick up additional quests and keep moving the storyline, pushing my way to level 15. Oh, got a new zone, a danger zone I can go into. Here's the arena I was talking about. Characters over level 60. Welcome to the arena. Challenge the arena in 5 difficulty levels unlocked by combat rating. Win coins in exchange for rewards. Rank your performance against others and aim for the top. So, no, I guess there just is no PvP. Because that does not sound like what I thought it was going to be. That sounds like it's still a PvE portion of the game. No, there is PvP. All right, so there is PvP. At least in the Eastern versions of the game, so I assume in the Western version they're going to have that as well. But that's it, gang. If you want to check out the game, get yourself a beta key over at MMOBomb.com. We will have more later next week as well, in case when you go there we're out. Or, of course, you could buy the Founders Pack. Until next time, this is Magic Man saying stay safe. We'll see you on the servers.